Because the more these people go to church, the more they are being, I don't know what they listen to. They cover their ear. They don't even care about what is happening around them, thinking that somebody is coming from somewhere to come and save them. Brother, no Jesus. I just want to tell Nigerians who are listening, nobody is coming to anywhere to save you. You have to save yourself, save your environment. Nobody is coming to save you from anything. If you don't know it today. Nobody is coming. These criminals we are allowed to be ruling us. This is how they will be continue ruling us until we wake up. Know that nobody is going to save us.
That's right. If you don't, if they are not stopped, they won't stop. Yeah, Baba.
They will not stop. If Mayogu like make it preach to you from now to 30 years time, if you don't wake up, say enough is enough, there is nobody will save you. Nobody will save you. These people are criminals.
Yeah.
Mayogu, could you believe, man? Look at Akpabio. Akpabio stole 90 billion. You have said this thing before to this our audience. Akpabio stole 90 billion. That now they use they do off your mic, honorable minister, off your mic. Now Akpabio now they use do them. This same man become your Senate president. This same man, this criminal.
If he steals again.
This man is telling you that it will be okay. This man that stole your 90 billion and still telling you that it will be okay. Look at Gandola. Gandola, they showed you. The person, contractor will give them money, show everybody. They catch contractor. Whether they don't kill the contractor, nobody knows. Now, the man is APC chairman.
Anyway,
I'm not talking.
let me take another one because of our time. All right. So thank you so much, Baba. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
thank you.
Here. Oh, did I just miss that too? Hang on. I think I got it. Hello there.
Salam alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam, Baba. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good, my good. I'm good. Thank you for all you do, my brother.
So how you've been here all night, or did you join us at midnight?
Oh no. I've been here all night. I've been watching it from the very beginning. And of course, like I said, my good, the reason why I follow you is because, as I told you, 2015, I became a political asylee, came to America and applied for asylum, and by the grace of God, I got granted. Because as in everything you say is like, thank God I'm not crazy. Thank God I'm not crazy. Because in 2013, 14, 15, when fools wanted to vote for Buhari, I was shouting, I was pleading, I was begging. But even some members of my family were okay with me dying. And now I'm here in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. And these same fools are calling me, begging me for money. Marigu, thank you for vindicating me. Thank you for vindicating people like us. God bless you. Now, the only reason why I called is 2 points. 2 points. Simple 2 points. I want to reply rat. I want to reply that bitch. And I also want to give credence to that pastor that was breaking down the different type of Yahoo.
The message can always come back somehow, but the context is so straightforward, Baba.
Oh, Michael, I will get there. Let us start with that bitch rat. Remi Tinubu said that Nigerians are going to countries doing jobs that they will never do in Nigeria. I feel insulted, Marigu. That bitch insulted my hard work. And may God punish her and her entire household. Let me just give you a brief story. When I came to this country and I applied for asylum, the first job that I did, I worked in the warehouse. I was very good at my job. I became a warehouse manager. From there, I worked in construction. Not only that, I started out as a geotechnical engineer and I became a site engineer. By the grace of God, the job that I'm currently doing right now that is making me feel like an emperor, I cannot say But let me tell you, it involves me having security clearance. My Tinubu does not have the security clearance I have. Remy, that bitch, does not have the security clearance I have. Do you know where I've been in this United States of America that bitch is saying that Nigerians go and do jobs that they'll never do?
They say that so easily, as if to say...
So easily.
Well, I mean, as
so
if to say somebody said work, legit work, which they never had in their lives, right?
We never had this rubbish.
It's something to be ashamed of. Okay. And they say that to say everybody who lives in Nigeria go abroad. And you know what I mean?
Let me finish. Let me even finish. Let me even tell you where I've seen Nigerians in this country. I've been to NASA. Nigerians are working in NASA.
Yes.
Over here close to DC, the NASA office in Maryland. Nigerians are working there. The NSA head office in Maryland, Odenti, Maryland, National Security Agency, Baba, Nigerians, they there. The biggest hospital in Maryland, John Hopkins, they there. Do you know how many Nigerian doctors they there? And this bitch, they need to put the young rubbish. Oh, you see these useless politicians, so what a reward you, what a reward fee, they have disrespected us to the core.
Honestly.
And she's saying that instead of those foolish fools to fix up that country so that the jobs that we do here, we can come and do it back home. They are disrespecting us. And they want us to send their money. And foolish Nigerians are still sending their money there. Do you know how many Nigerians that are in the American military?
Baba.
I have a colonel as a friend. Nigerians are in the Navy SEALs risking their lives. Is this bitch mad? Nigerians are part of the police force in America. Baltimore Police Department, Nigerians are there. FBI, Nigerians are there.
The academia, you
find them
there. In what do you call it? Science and technology, like
everywhere we are there.
Or they will always use the ones that are doing cleaning, the ones that are doing security, as if to say that is something to be shameful about. That's the one they use for
exactly. Legit work. Oh, my mind, let me now go to my second point. Let me now go to my second point. My second point about the pastor. I'll make it quick. Very quick. Yeah, I'll make it very quick. You see, what the pastor was saying, I love the fact that he was backing up with Bible verse. But even though people in the church were laughing and saying this one is mad, Michael, remember I've told you before, Nigerians lack critical thinking, in-depth reasoning. So they will laugh at the pastor. But the pastor, they yarn fast, I beg. The pastor is yarning fast, my yegu. Let us be serious, critically think. Reason deep. All what the pastor is saying is the truth. But my God, make foolish Nigerians pray to their sky daddy. More nobody, they come save those zombies. Break up Nigeria and save lives. Thank you, my ego. God bless.
You have a good one, okay? And then take it easy, bro. Here we have another call on the line. And here, hello.
Yeah, Mayago.
Baba.
Good evening. This is Ogogo calling from Italy.
Say that again. Who?
Ogogo calling from Italy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How are you doing tonight, Baba?
I was trying to fine.
I'm going to like shorten that. I said, say it again, and you actually say it again. Then I'm going to stick to that. Baba.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody can hear you, Baba. Go on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I have three things to talk about. Right. First thing, Tinubu can never in his life surround himself like person with Mayago. The only people he can surround himself with is people like Frostros Keyamo. Because those are the people who know his character, who know his well-being. So for him not to be exposed, he have to carry those guys along.
Yes.
Secondly, you see, everybody are money for. But let's say the Tinubu is money for the slave soldiers. What about the civilian, the innocent civilian that was murdered by those soldiers? Nobody is talking about them.
Baba.
You understand? They are not talking about them. It's really unfortunate. And Theory, you see the system of Nigeria. I went to Nigeria. I just came back about 2 weeks ago. Oh. Everybody begin excuse face. No joy for the country. I decide to think that even if they share the Nigeria into pieces, I don't think it's going to work. Yeah. Nah, it's not going to work because everybody have anger within themselves. You get what I'm saying?
I deal with
everybody have anger. Everybody have angers within themselves. So it's going to be very, very, very difficult.
What somebody told me, my brother, he said, back in the days where you just see some people where they go just smile as if they walk up for road, right? You go see some people, they wear smile randomly. Some people, they do random kindness for road like that. It's all those things now. Everybody just, they carry the face like say that they fight somebody or they are just coming back from a fight or just going to one. Everybody is angry.
Mayego, if you come from abroad and you are walking the street of Nigeria, you'll be afraid. You will be thinking, did I offend this person? Did I match this person? That is your thing. Then lastly, you see, the way things are going on in Nigeria, you see, Tinubu have nothing to offer. Even if it is a Boy Scout that threatens Tinubu, if anything happens to a Boy Scout, Tinubu will be afraid of them. He can give them a national honor. Because why? Maybe he will be thinking those people where then if they can be able to talk about him, legitimacy, maybe something is going to happen. Even if it is Boy Scout, Tinubu is going to recommend them very well
to pay them off.
Yeah, because he don't want anybody to expose him. Thank you very much.
God bless you, my brother. I will remember that, and I'll figure out how I'm going to shorten that. Thank you so much, and my regards to everyone. Okay, you have a good one, Baba. So that's a brother from Italy. I've actually gotten 2 people from Italy tonight, which is great. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Mayagun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
This is Austin. How are you?
I'm very well, Austin. Thanks for asking. Just same old.
Yeah, yeah, you've been. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You need to talk to me and ignore that broadcast, okay? You and I should continue to talk on the phone. All right?
I just tried to organize. Yeah, sorry.
Can you hear me now? But if you are waiting for me to react on the screen to be sure that you are connected, it's going to be so awkward. Like we are going to be going back and forth. But yes, I can hear you loud and clear. It's better you even walk away from the room. Yeah, walk away from the room. When we finish, you come back.
And I say, oh my Lord. the highlight for me this evening. Are you there?
I deal with you, Austin.
The highlight for me this evening would have been something else, but that preacher caught my interest. The reason being, a few days, in fact, I've been thinking about 500-600 years of oppression, slavery, colonialism, and everything did not kill or had not actually destroyed completely the Africans, both on the continent and in the diaspora. That means that something is brewing. There's always time for something. He preached very well because you cannot become someone like Tinubu now would tell a Yahoo boy that he's doing wrong. And, that is where I saw it coming. The guy balanced it up to say that, look, these things happen. It's happening over time, but we can still get along. If you look at the European history, they used to burn people. The crime they've committed, they are still on. They are still advancing. It is us that are not knowing, that doesn't know what to do. And the bottom line is, we don't love ourselves. We don't value human beings. We don't know, feel the pains for one another. No empathy, no communalism. That is, if everything is fine. Where I come from, they say
and all that. No,
exactly. No sense of community. Where I come, they say, I'm a baby that means, the whole town, the yam belongs to the whole town. Only one person has a piece of the yam. So that tells you the community spirit. That tells you that when you hold hands, things can be better. Now, right. And my second point is what the last caller said. The previous caller was very upset with Mrs. Tinubu or whatever her name is. Of all the insults,
yeah.
Of all the insults you put on those who are willing to leave the country wherever they want to go to have a good life or a better life, something better than in fact, pursue their lives, goals and aspirations. Now she kind of diminished everything, put everything down to the lowest denomination.
Like, once you leave Nigeria, you're just going there to go and work inside this. I mean, that is insulting, especially for a lot of us who have actually sacrificed so much, right, to get to wherever we are today. For somebody like them, okay, who actually abused the privilege and made that name, that nationality, something of a weapon fashion against us. It's people like them, drug pushers, right? Yeah. Those who had the chance and they ruined it at the time. But yeah, they are still ruining it even when they have the power to fix it, only for them to be throwing jibe by toss. It's quite insulting. I agree.
And the funny thing is, what she did not mention, she said, with all their certificates, they go there, they drive taxi and stuff like that. Why didn't she say what she and her husband did in Chicago, that people go there and do these things too?
What were they doing?
She didn't mention
what did they do?
Exactly. What was she doing in Chicago? Was she a nurse?
Opening bank accounts that drug money were being deposited. That's why her name was mentioned in that FBI document. Man, Austin, these people don't go make up well. They don't go die well. I swear.
Anyway, that's her own, because that is the lack of empathy. You see, when you mention what Tinubu was doing in Lagos, is Tinubu, they say the so-called strategy he has is the strategy of a criminal mind. That is the way he operates. But he's gotten what he's gotten. But we're going to see how far he's going to go. But another point with this military thing, with the death and destruction that the military took to the Niger Delta, to Edo State, it is very symptomatic. Yeah, it is very symptomatic of the fact that what they were trying to do, two things. If you look at the timing of this thing, and then other things that followed, they are trying to bury that news about all this Senate pardon and all those things. That news has been buried. Nobody is talking about it, because the gentleman the community man who was talking about what the soldier came to, he was very, very measured. That man was very measured. He wasn't talking directly to the point, but you can notice that he's asking questions. But others do ask directly, what was the military's purpose of going to that community? They went with 2 gunboats, and then all of a sudden, they're saying that they've been attacked with all their firepower. But anyway, let me finish by saying this. Nigeria has 2 options. There's a dichotomy of need, of vision people have. One, Nigeria should break up. Oduduwa, Biafra, let us all go home. And then the Fulani can find their way to Nigeria, wherever they came from. Or that is by consensus, okay? Right. Or by explosion. Nigeria would explode, and then the pieces will fall apart, and we'll find our way. Maybe if we agree,
the survivors can then say, like that. When everything don't go up in smoke, like you said, an internal implosion. Okay, so we can't come and say, like, maybe now our own house with this now, it don't rumble down. All of us will come out alive. We'll come out and say, Jukuma. Uche,
in fact,
you make them out.
Yes,
I make them out. Oh, bring your flag. Now, Biafra border be that. Oh, Olam, we did here. We saw. You know what I mean? Like, you know what people said about that, Austin? Those who make peaceful. Go on. Sorry.
The peaceful will be difficult. Why? Because the criminals who are working at the upper level, they don't have tribe, they don't have nothing. They are friends because they are stealing together. It's going to be very difficult. They will not call a referendum. But Debanjo, I think, was mentioning 1963, this in that some governors, exactly, some governors would not, assent to or refuse to look at. Tinubu would not go back and say, oh, let us restructure. He will do that. So that is the sensibility side. But I believe in the Big Bang theory that should solve Nigeria's problem.
Thank you so much, Austin. Thank you. I mean, I wanted to add something earlier, but because of our time, I'll say it when you are gone. Okay. Thank you very much, Austin. Now I am taking another call, but what I wanted to say while Austin was talking, that is, when he said something about, we want it to be peaceful. We are advocating for it. We are appealing for it. We are appealing that this bloodbath should stop and let everybody go their separate ways now, like no fight. But it seems that is not going to work or ever work. So I wanted to say, but remember that they say those who make a peaceful dissolution impossible, peaceful breakup impossible, they will make a violent breakup inevitable. Possible, inevitable. Well, Google it. Hello there.
Hello, my general, my Yagun general. How you doing, brother? This is the African Wahala.
The African Wahala. How are you, Baba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing very good, bro.
Great. Thank
you. Thank you for the great. Yes, sir. Thank you for the great presentation as usual.
Thank you.
I wanted to chime in on one topic that you stated yesterday. That was like the first thing you spoke about how it is impossible for Nigeria and Nigerians to do anything meaningful for ourselves. The only thing we try to do is to survive. Mm-hmm. I mean, we have a so-called country that relies on crude oil to generate revenue. But for 64 years, almost 70 years, we've been saying 60 years, now we are close to 70 years. This country has not given us the opportunity to drill that oil by ourselves.
No.
To conduct the oil exploration, to convert it into reusable, products like the way Saudi Aramco does and all these other countries. It's impossible. Now let's go into producing food for ourselves. Now they say the people are 200 million people. It's fake. Okay, I genuinely don't believe that Nigeria's population is up to 200 million people, simply because the last credible population census was around 1992 or 1990. The one they had in 2006 was highly contested. It was useless. We all know how everything works in Nigeria. Nothing works. So I would assume 180 million people, we don't even have the capacity to feed these people. Apart from the fact that terrorists are destroying the farms that would have provided food to feed us, we don't have the ability to manufacture machinery when it comes to harvesting food, growing food in large quantity for millions of people. We would have to go and start begging USAID, IMF, China Exim Bank. We are begging all these people all over the world, hey, please donate tractors to us so that we can cultivate food in large numbers. And then a useless governor will do a launching program for those tractors that were imported from China. This has been the consistency in this country for 60 years. I spoke about natural resources. We are unable to generate revenue by ourselves. We have to lease it out to Shell, BP, Chevron. Chevron has left a long time ago. Shell has left early 2024 after sucking the country dry, taking all what they need, and they've departed. There's nothing else. Now, let's talk about security. We also don't even have the capacity to provide security for ourselves. For 65 years of the existence of this contraption, no weapon manufacturing company.
CEO, important national assets like the crude oil, the pipeline, and all of that, that is supposed to be the backbone of Nigeria's Forex, this or that. Something so important. Nigeria's, the protection and the security of it is not under the control of Nigeria. How is that even like making anybody sleep at night and say Nigeria is a country?
How is that a country? Like the people that are still proud of this country, you think about it for a second. How can you have a country for 65 years? You can't feed yourself. You have to beg other people to provide you with machinery to feed yourselves. You can't even generate your own revenue from your natural resources. You have to give it out, sublet it to European companies, Chinese companies, American companies for 65 years. And these people from all over the world, they actually don't rate us for the most part. They see us as, man, these people slightly have a lower IQ than us. They genuinely believe that, even though that's false. But a lot of them believe that because of what we are manifesting.
Initially, they will say it's corruption, but to them now, this is like these people are like subhumans. It doesn't look like it's only greed. They don't get sense at all.
That's all what we manifest. The only people that actually prove them wrong is when they meet us in the Western world. Like one of our brothers was speaking earlier about in Maryland, USA, you have Nigerians working in US military, big hospitals, running top-notch infrastructural development projects all over the world. One of the guys that developed Obuagbu, a guy from Delta that developed the vaccine for Pfizer COVID-19, Nigerian guy. It's when those types of people come on board that they now start getting conflicted. Like, are these people dumb? Because we can see they are smart at the same time. It's Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem. Nigeria is the common denominator that has made it impossible for us to shine. And when that thief, the rat, Remi Tinubu, when she talks about, she's trying to belittle Nigerians for doing all types of jobs abroad. Listen, there is no shame in.
There's no shame in any job.
There is dignity in labor.
That's right.
There is dignity in labor. It wasn't until I came to this country that I had to change my mindset. I had to do all types of dirty jobs before I slowly stabilized. And that is how it is for many other people.
You are, that's it.
And the Nigerian mentality that Tinubu was talking about already was that they wouldn't do these types of jobs in Nigeria. We would have done those jobs in Nigeria if the pay made sense. But obviously, that's not how it is. Nigeria is a country where the people that are professors doing big things in America and all these other countries, if they were in Nigeria, many of them will be hustling to become PAs, personal assistants, to these criminal politicians.
Fighting for the slot of the INEC slot every 4 years so that they can be electoral returning officer.
Yes, my brother. Maybe that's what Mr. Obuagbu would have been doing if he had stayed back in Nigeria. He wouldn't have helped Pfizer develop any vaccine. I'm not saying that I am an advocate of vaccines, but at least we have people that are shining. Yes. I just thought I'd put that out there. Nigeria is the problem. Nigeria has to go. Thank you so much, my general.
Bless you, the African Wahala, right? You never miss too. Thank you so much, and you have a good one yourself, okay? So that is the African Wahala who just spoke there. I have another caller on the line. I hope I got that. Hello there.
Oh, goodness, sir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
How are you? Yeah, I'm hearing you now. How are you?
I am very well. How are you?
It's a pleasure. A pleasure. Thank you for having me again today.
So the pleasure is mine, Baba. Thanks so much for joining me. Please.
Yeah. Yes, I was listening to the brother I just finished up right now. Now, I want to talk about something like, you see, when we are talking about Nigeria, so there's a lot of Nigerians we have come to realize this, that there's no way we can succeed in Nigeria. That's why a lot of people are living there. But unfortunately, you see the same people after they have made their money, a place where you couldn't find life, right? There's no clean water, there's no sanitation, there's no electricity. You probably lost a relative, even your loved ones, from road accident because of a lack of security, kidnapping, all of that is going on there. So now you arrive in Europe or in the United States, you have made your money. Okay, instead of investing in your children, you are taking the same money back to that place you left where you couldn't succeed. So it's something I always say, why? I just don't understand that. What do you think about that?
I think it's just the human psychology somehow. And, say if we are left brain, or if you are right brain, there are some certain things that you will do, even if even if you have sworn never to do them, or you just find yourself like unconsciously still kind of aligning and doing them, because to make sense. True. Sure, you get. Person will run away from a place that I'm just getting away from here. Then you make the money, you made all of that, and you want to take yourself back in there to go and face those no electricity, no security, policemen, this and that stuff. Like, how does that work, Papa? If you ask me now, who I go ask?
You see, that is, I thought, okay, where I have to, maybe you should light on it, because I've been wondering. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if you make big money, okay, you those who make big money, okay, you can, okay, I can build here, I can build over there in case I want to spend holiday there. But I don't think one who is just working daily job had to struggle and starve the children. Children are not able to go to McDonald's. They are not going outside for recreational activities. You don't have future for them.
Drifts and all that.
Exactly. You just starve your children of those things because you want to go and buy some land in a place where there's no road, where there's no electricity. I just cannot get it. Because I was discussing with one woman today. The woman was talking on TikTok saying that she saw one old woman working on walking stick. She's old. Oh wow, I don't want to end up like this. She was saying something like that. Is it where I'm going to end up too? Why this woman couldn't go back to Africa? Then I wrote her, don't you understand that all the time we Nigerians, we always say, we want to go back. Many of us who build those houses, they are not actually going back there. That is why you see then they get